A chilling tale of a young girl, Ella, who moves into an old house and discovers that some shadows have stories of their own.
Her first night in the house was restless. The wind howled, and tree branches scraped against her window like bony fingers. As she lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, she noticed something strange, a shadow flickering in the corner of her room. It didn't belong to anything. The lamp was off, and nothing in the room could cast such a shape. It looked like a figure, all thin and hunched. "Hello," Ella whispered, her voice barely audible. The shadow didn't move, but then she heard a faint, raspy whisper. "Help me." Ella froze, her breath clamping. She wanted to shout, but something about the shadow's appeal stopped her. "Who are you?" she asked, her voice trembling. The shadow twisted, its form shifting and swirling like smoke. It moved closer to her bed, and the whisper came again. "Help!" "Me? Find it." "Find what?" Ella asked, clutching her blanket. The shadow stretched toward the window, pointing with an elongated finger at the old shed in the backyard. Then, as quickly as it appeared, the shadow dissolved into the floorboards. The next morning, Ella couldn't shake the memory of the whispering shadow. She decided to investigate. With a flashlight in hand, she ventured into the shed. It was dark, damp, and filled with broken tools and cobwebs. Then she saw a small wooden box hidden under a pile of rags. As she opened it, a wave of cold air swept through the shed. Inside was a locket, tarnished and old. She clicked it open and found a photograph of a young woman and a handwritten note, "Forever yours, Margaret." That night, the shadow returned. This time, it stood taller, less twisted. Ella held out the locket. "Is this what you were looking for?" she asked. The shadow reached out, its smoky fingers brushing against the locket. For a moment, Ella felt a warmth in the cold air, a sense of relief. "Thank you," the shadow whispered, and then it faded, disappearing into the moonlight. Ella never saw the shadow again, but she often felt a comforting presence in the house, as if someone was watching over her. From that day on, she believed the story. Sometimes shadows are more than just darkness, the echoes of those who are waiting to be found. Courage and kindness can uncover hidden truths.